today I'm going to be talking about Wesley Willis, who to me personally is an incredibly inspirational musician and individual. He was born in Chicago and eventually grew to inspire entire communities inside the music world and out. So let's talk about him. He had a very hard life growing up in Chicago, where he was in low-income housing, had an abusive father, and eventually an even more abusive stepfather. He had a very hard time coping with this life, but eventually he found solace in artwork. He would go on buses, he would draw the city, he would draw things going by, the buildings, even from memory. Some of his drawings are really amazing, and I think that you should definitely check them out. Throughout all of this, he also had a myriad of health problems, mental and physical, including schizophrenia. He battled with obesity, and in his interviews you can definitely tell that he shows signs of autism. And I feel that adds a layer of personality to his music that not a lot of other artists really have. The music itself is incredibly unique. The style is nothing like I've ever heard before, and I don't think I'll ever hear, since. What he did was he would set up a Casio keyboard and play preset songs and play very simple key riffs over them and talk about his day, talk about anything that's on his mind, no matter how obscene it was. And what I also admire about him was that he was incredibly frank with the issues in his life, whether it was with his struggles with schizophrenia or just living life in the city. I think that's incredibly admirable of him. Another very impressive thing about Wesley was his prolific schedule. He has released over 100 albums, hundreds of songs. His library is nearly endless. It's pretty amazing how much he could churn out during his life. Why he inspires me, other than what I've already spoken about, as somebody who's grown up with Asperger's and anxiety and depression, I think that Wesley as a person and as an artist is a pretty amazing role model. And he just was able to stay optimistic with a smile on his face through all of these hardships, and I admire him immensely for that. Unfortunately, he passed away in 2003 due to the health problems I spoke about earlier. His obesity was very serious at the time, but his story is just something that I think everybody should learn about. There are several documentaries that I would definitely recommend, and I just want everyone to experience his goofy and just unique personality for themselves. Thank you.